When I came out to my father, I was 37 years old. It was 3 years ago. And I couldn't even tell it to his face. I sent him a letter as I was socially transitioning. When he got it and finally came to see me in person, he confronted me. He told me that I would never be anything but an ugly woman, that I would never be anything but something that God hated. I would be nothing except that God would visit a curse upon my children and their children and their children's children's children for 4 generations. I was 37 years old when I did this. A grown woman with a career and a family, and I was terrified. Imagine, Leela Alcorn told her parents she was transgender at the age of 14. Can you imagine how much courage that took? Especially knowing the kind of reaction she was going to get. Knowing that she relied on her parents for everything, food, shelter, clothing, support. And that support was not there. A recent study by the Trans Pulse Project showed that transgender children in unsupportive homes have a 57% suicide attempt rate in the last year alone. Trans youth in homes where they have support, the attempt rate is only 4%. And the Williams Institute at UCLA found almost exactly the same thing. And I'd like to make it perfectly clear here, right now, that support does not mean telling your children that God will hate them if they transition or if they're transgender. It doesn't mean that you will reject their identities or tell them their identities are wrong. That is not support. Leela, in her note, said that she thought she was too old to ever successfully transition at the age of 17. And that's why it falls to us within the transgender community to try to be visible possibility models for the youth out there to see that we can have full, rich, amazing lives, living our dreams, doing what we want to do, having families and love and relationships and careers and passions, that the full range of human experience is available to us as transgender people. We need the allies here. We need the allies here to show that there is also love in the world for transgender people.